It is Janelle with Coffee, Wine, and Stitching Time. And today is Wednesday, December 8th, day 8 of StitchMas, aka FlossMas, aka Vlogmas, aka whatever miss you want to have it be. So we're here. We are here. It is later tonight. It's not as late. It's not the latest time I've ever done this, but you know, it's a little bit later. I just had a long day. I was extremely tired and I was drinking coffee all night last night, so I didn't get to sleep very well. And I had fun last night, so I'm going to tell you about that. And yeah, just so much stuff. So I just got back from, I had to work today and then had, I took a little nap. I don't do that much. But yeah, I took a nap. I was upstairs getting ready for the day, you know, after I was done work for today, you know, 3 o'clock-ish, whatever. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to sit down here for a minute. So I said to the dog, like, we just need to rest for a little bit. Let's just rest. Next thing I know, I woke up like a half hour, 45 minutes later, and like, whoa, there we go. We got to go. We got to move. So I had my, well, let's go in chronological order. Yesterday. So yesterday, one of my plans was I had to figure out what I was gonna stitch for the Harry Potter stitch along group, because last night was the, what should we call it? The first get together, the inaugural. I don't know, whatever the first one is of something, or it's just the first one. It was the first stitchy night for the Harry Potter Stitch Along group. So I had 3 hours to figure out what I was gonna do. Athena helped talk me through it. Thank you, Athena. And I figured out, I ended up buying a few of the patterns. There were some that I didn't get, but I'm kind of glad I chilled a little bit and didn't get those other ones at first, because yesterday when I opened up one of my advent boxes, one of the patterns I was going to get was that I solemnly swear I'm up to no good, and then the other one was mischief managed. Well, I didn't know what that really meant until I read the little snippet of the mischief managed yarn yesterday from Forbidden Fiber. So once I knew that, I was like, oh, okay, so the things I was going to put together doesn't really make sense anymore, so I'm glad I held off on those. But so after I got done, I went and purchased the patterns, and then I went and, if you hear some noises and stuff, I'm sorry, but I didn't take time to organize, so I have stuff everywhere. So we might have a little bit of something in the middle of something, and in the middle of that something, and whatever. The piles are just gonna come as they happen. So one of the patterns I bought was, I bought these from Etsy, and I printed all of the ones that I did buy. This first one was from Stitch Fairy Wizarding World. So there is the pattern. I thought that was cute. Now, I went back on last night and I found out that they had different colors of these for the different houses. So I was like, oh, bummer. But you know what? I'm gonna make it my own colors. I'm gonna like change these reds and these yellows to be my own colors. Maybe I'm gonna have pink and purple. I don't know. Or maroon, darker maroon. I don't know, we'll see. But so that's one of the patterns I purchased. That's not the one I ended up going knitting in though. Let's see. Yeah, so that's that one. We'll put the done pile over there so it's out of sight, out of mind. Okay, then here is the next one that I purchased. And this one's called Magic Key. Isn't that one neat? So originally I was thinking I was gonna do this one, but then Athena talked me down off the ledge. She says, you know what, I bet there's a lot of blending stitches and everything like that in there, and there are. So we decided not to do that one, but I had a revelation afterwards. You know, I can use some of my variegated and fun flosses to do this part of the key, one color. I could do this, so I don't have to do the blendings and stuff like that, because I am getting a little bit of a collection. Because I was thinking about doing this one, and I went and I was like, I pulled all these flosses I have to figure out if I had any of these colors, and then I also pulled, so I've got supplies, and I pulled all these also. Yeah, so let's see. So this, I'm still thinking I'm gonna do these colors on the one that I actually chose to do, but I can't really do like a floss toss to throw it in front of the thing because they're all in here. But here, this will give you kind of an idea. Maybe, see there's like some plums, light purples, those kind of colors in there. So yeah, that's probably a really bad showing of them, but oh well. Okay. I'm really cold today, so I had to make myself something warm again to drink, and I don't want coffee, but so I'm having tea. I'm watching people with the tea advents, and I'm actually very intrigued by all these tea advents that I'm seeing. So I think, and I did the Mad Hatter tea room, and I learned a little bit more about tea, and I found some other teas. So I'm gonna start trying tea a little bit more, even though it still has caffeine in it. It is what it is, but it's warm, it tastes good. So tonight I'm having a vanilla chai black tea, and I have cinnamon flavored eggnog because my vanilla's gone. So I did cinnamon flavored eggnog with a little nutmeg in there. And oh, this is really good. It's like a chai tea latte. It really is. It's delicious. And yes, I'm using my fall mug, but I don't want to try to pull out any winter mugs right now. Okay, so there's that. So I think this might be started before I finish the one I started, if that makes sense. Okay, so there's that. Then, let's see, I know there's more. I thought I had like a 5 or so. Maybe I didn't print them all. I don't know. Okay, so let's see here. So this is what I actually started to do. Like I said, I'm looking everywhere for everything I have. These are these are the trash pages because I printed things twice. That's why. I'm like, where the heck are they? Where are they? They're here. They're here. I put them in my cupcake bag. You know, Harry Potter cupcake, that goes together, right? Oh, you know what? And there's more under there. I told you, I have a disaster thing happening here. Unless these are more trash pages. No, I knew I printed out more patterns. Okay, so this was another contender. And I almost did this one. I really like that one. This one's Harry Potter sampler. Did I warn you guys that I was extra tired today? Yeah, so sorry. And this is Shashuda cross stitch from Etsy. So I got all these from Etsy, but I thought that one was really cool too. So I don't know. Obviously I liked them because I bought them, right? Okay. Then these other two are going to be a configuration of them together. So let me find the pages to show you exactly what they are. So here's Waiting for My Letter from Hogwarts. And then, oh, this one doesn't have, okay, I'm gonna hold it way back because I want you to see what it is. But it's really cool. So Waiting for My Letter from Hogwarts and this owl. So this owl, I can't remember the name. Hedrick? Is that the name of the owl? Hedrick? Hedrick is gonna go, I'm gonna remove this owl right here and I'm gonna move these words over on the top. So he's gonna go right in here. So yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I figure the reason I'm doing that is because I'm a Harry Potter newbie here. I don't know much about Harry Potter. I watched the movies once, twice, maybe 3 times, maybe. But I don't remember them well. So I'm learning all these things about Harry Potter as we go. And so I figured, well, Harry didn't do anything until he got the letter from Hogwarts. Then he started all this stuff. So I figured I'm waiting for my letter still. Once I get my letter, then I can be, you know, in the wizarding world and all that. So this is how far I got last night. So I started with the H on the Hogwarts there. You can see that. And there it is. Okay, so I'm going to spoil and tell you what I thought it was, but I'm going to wait for a second and be like, okay, focus on this. What does that look like to you? As I was stitching last night and I was getting tired, it was after 10 and I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, well, I did pretty good. You know, I could keep going or I could stop or whatever. And I looked at it. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the French candlestick. I can't remember the name of the guy from Beauty and the Beast. Doesn't that just look like him? I think that looks like the silhouette of the French candlestick Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, so that's pretty fun. So there you go. So there's my Harry Potter experience, or you know, the beginnings of it. It was fun last night. It was a really good group of people. And who was it? Not Sharon. Books, Tea, and Stitching? No. Maybe? Candy? Maybe? Somebody commented on my video and they said that they were going to join the Harry Potter group. So super excited. So yeah, it's a good group. A lot of fun people. And you know, she held it last night from 7 to 10. So it was late enough for the West Coast people, but still somewhat early enough for the East Coast people. So yeah, pretty fun. Okay, so I guess what I'm doing here first is like progress, right? Okay, so progress. So tonight, okay, so remember I was drinking a lot of coffee last night. Yeah, look, I'm drinking tea tonight, so it might be a replay of tomorrow. We'll see. But that's really good. I want to drink it while it's still hot. So, okay, I'm sorry for reaching. I get an up-close personal view of my hair. Okay, look, you can't see the pretty snow. Not today, you can't. All right, so remember, winter welcome. Remember I was close on this one? It's packed up in the bag with everything and sitting here, and it was ready to go upstairs. So you know what that means, don't you? That means it's finished. Yes, it is. So I probably didn't have to put it all away because now I have to undo it and crinkle it. But this is on Fortnite Fabrics Winter Berry 32 count linen. And I have decided that I am not okay with doing linen yet. So remember, this is shabby chic. Here he is. Here's my snowman. Remember, don't look too close at all of, oh, I don't want to put it in my tea. I don't want tea stained winter berry. Shabby chic. So, you know, he's got a little messy action in certain places. But yeah, so he's done. And I think I'm going to finish this as a little pillow and put the pillow on, put the little pillow like on my shelves and stands and stuff like that. Oh, and I took some pictures. I took some pictures yesterday while it was sunlight out. So at the end of this video, I'll have some pictures for you guys to show you some of my Christmas decorations. Now, I don't have a ton of Christmas decorations because in our house, he doesn't like a lot of clutter. He thinks things are cluttery. But then you go to somebody else's house who's decorated and he's like, why can't you decorate like that? And it's just like, you know, you can't win one way or the other. So sometimes when you walk in our house, it looks like a model home with like very sparse things. So when you see the decorations, you're going to be like, that's nothing for decorations, especially compared to like Stitching with the Housewives, Priscilla and Chelsea, right? And many other people that I've seen just show a lot of Christmas decoration. But you're going to be like, okay, we could fill that up. So that's my plan with my cross stitch, is to fill up all these spaces and make it a little more homey and that. So yeah, so winter welcome is ready for a pillow finish. So yeah, there we go for that. Okay, put that in the done pile that we're done talking about. What else did I do? Oh, I did a little bit on my Jingle All the Way. I did. Remember I said I was gonna start a snowflake? I started a snowflake. So I am using this stuff. I don't know what this stuff is. I don't know where it is though. Had a wrapper with it, but it's DMC. It's very silky and it's very flimsy. It's super soft. It is not a toile, because now I know what a toile is from working on that linen beast. And I think that's a beast because it was my first linen full project that I finished, but bigger project. I might have done something small, like, no, that ornament was like 16 count or something like that too. But there's a Halloween thing that I did on linen too. But okay, so back to what this is. It's like pearlescent. And I don't know, you can kind of see some of the little shimmer there. And it's all, there's 6 strands, it's DMC. I just don't know what it is, and I didn't see the name of it on the little wrapper thing that it was on either. But yeah, so okay, here we go. Jingle All the Way. I started my snowflake and I already messed up. I came down here, I did this line here, and I did this V, and I did this V, and I was doing this V, and I was like, oh my gosh, I already messed up. I'm like, I am not taking it out. I am altering the snowflakes. So I'm doing my own thing here. So, where is the outside? So, Jingle All the Way is here. I don't know if you can tell. Just kidding. I'm showing you the back, which is a bad picture. Here we go. This is better. So Jingle All the Way. I don't know if you can tell there, but see how spaced out those letters are? Well, I squished everything together more because I thought it was too spaced out. So I'm going to do these snowflakes. So there's three big snowflakes on the top and 3 on the bottom. 3 big on the top, 3 little on the top, 3 big on the bottom, and 3 little on the bottom. So I'm going to either alter the snowflakes a little bit more, and I'll smush them together too. So obviously I'll have that one there. I'll have another big one down here, and I'm going to push them up so they're not so high up, but you know, it'll be good when it's done. It's a good, easy thing to stitch on, and it's only 2 colors of thread. So yeah, so there's that. I might work on that tonight. I don't know. I did not get to my Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. I did not get to that. I kind of feel like I want to finish this Jingle All the Way before I start something new again. But then again, you know, tomorrow I'm going to want to start something new. So, you know, go figure. But that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so we'll get the floss that we don't know what it is over with the project. So I can just grab it and go when I'm done. Okay. Oh, I forgot to say. So all these colors that I've held up, let's see if I can, like, you know. So this kind of shows you a little bit. I'm still going to try to do these colors in the owl. So the owl did call for, like, you know, muted grays, creams, all of these kinds of things. But I'm gonna throw a little bit of the pinks and purples and lilacs and stuff in there and make it my own, because why not? Right? That's what you do. It was funny, I was talking to my mom on the phone on the way to the yarn shop. Oh, that's the next thing I have to tell you about. I went to the yarn shop today. So I was talking to my mom on the way to the yarn shop, and she was talking about how she needed a haircut. And I said, I'll cut your hair. She goes, you will? Okay. And I'm like, Mom, you don't want me to cut your hair. I was just kidding. It will not look good. She goes, well, you can't do any worse than what the last lady did. And I said, yes, I can. And then, so we were talking a little bit more, and she was talking about finding somebody that can cut her hair the right way. And I said, well, we'll just get you a Flowbee. You guys remember Flowbees, where it's the vacuum and like sucks your hair up into it and chops it off or whatever? And she's like, what? And I said, I'm just thinking outside of the box. She goes, yes, sometimes you just need to stay in the box. So it was kind of funny. I love my mom. She's cool. Anyways, okay. Hi, Mom, by the way, if you're watching. I love you. Okay, yarn shop. So tonight I had my knit along for the Scandi Cowl. And oh my God, I remembered this, and I said I was gonna fix it. Oh, good. I got a piece of yarn stuck in my zipper when I zipped it up before I was leaving today. And I didn't, but it didn't hurt anything, so we're still good. Okay, so the Scandi Cowl, let me reintroduce you to the pattern. It's been probably a week or so since you've seen this. So this is the knit along that I was hosting. Tonight was the last one. Only one person finished. Another person is very close to finishing. Another one is 3/4 of the way done. And then there's myself and two other ladies that are about the same. Well, one of them is like this far, and another one's a little farther than me, like maybe that much more farther than me. But here we are. Here's my progress. I don't remember where it was last time I showed you guys. It could have been like right here, or it could have been here, and I only actually got 2 rows put in on it. So, but yeah, so it's looking kind of good. Got a long ways to go though. Long ways to go. It's like 5 feet long, the finished project. So yeah, so that's the Scandi Cowl. And here is my Grinch hat. I keep playing with my pom-pom, and I say my poor pom-pom's gonna be wore out before before I get my hat done. So I got 2 more rows done on my hat today, because I said I gave up on my Scandi Cowl because I was having problems counting, and it's a complicated chart right now to follow. So it's kind of hard to do with a group of people, but so I picked this up and I did a couple more repeats. So I think this is going to be super, super cute. It's looking a lot more fluorescent yellow than what it is tonight. It really is truly Grinch green. It really is. So, but pretty fun. So there's my Grinch hat. All right. I think that's everything I have for stitchy progress, both yarn and floss, thread, fat floss, regular floss. Yeah. Okay, next let's do Happy Mail. I got Happy Mail. Yes, I did. I got Happy Mail. And I hope it was okay that I opened it already. It didn't say anything about wait to open till Christmas or December 10th or anything like that. So I opened it. And I haven't even posted the picture online yet, but I was doing Secret Santa with Stacy Stitches group, and I got my present in the mail today. I was gonna get it yesterday, but for some reason the mail was delayed. But I got my Secret Santa gift in the mail today, and oh my gosh, she went way above and beyond, and I love it, I love it, I love it. My Stitchy elf was Crystal Rowe. Now, I know it, oh here, yes. Like I have a card. I'm like, that's where I found out who it was. So thank you, Crystal Rowe. I love, 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 love my gift. I love it. So I got this awesome card. I got, oh, where should I start? I don't know what to show you first. Okay, I'm going to show you this first. So I got a project bag. I got a project bag. And look at this super cute project bag. I love it. It's got all these bookmarks and it's, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I love the colors of it. Isn't that so cute? And I'm wondering if she made it herself. I don't know because I'm not seeing any tags on it. So she may have made it herself. And if she did, I need some tips from her because this is nice. I love it. I love it. Okay, and then she gave me the pattern for the ornament that she made. And I just looked. I didn't realize Rudolph has a red nose. So here's the stitchy ornament that she gave me. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And there's these, Rudolph has a little red bead for his nose. And here's like little button lights along the house. Isn't that super cute? And she gave me the pattern for it also and said, here's the pattern in case you'd like to stitch it or give it away. So I love it. So this is Square Ology Holiday Glow. It is super, super cute. And she finished, I love how she finished this off in the hoop. So she wrapped the outside of the hoop, it looks like, in like some ribbon or scrap material. And then we have the fabric that it was stitched on. And then we have the ribbon up here, and then the hanger. And then in the back, you can see that she put felt in there and she signed it. And it says to Janelle, handmade by, she has her own little tags, handmade by Crystal Rowe. And it's the 2021 Secret Santa Exchange. So thank you, Crystal. I absolutely love this ornament. Thank you. Okay, but there's more. But wait, there's more. Oh. Okay, there's more. I got some notebooks. So there's these, it's a set of 3 notebooks from Ology. And it says 1 graph, 1 lined, and 1 blank. And we'll take, they're super cute. So there's this one, it says, and so it goes. And this one's a lined notebook. And it's just the perfect little size. And I love that they're sturdy, but they're flexible too. So here's the graph one. And then enjoy the little things. So that is so true. And that one's just blank pages. So I love those notebooks. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe I can keep everything in a notebook and not have a pile of sticky notes everywhere. Okay, but wait, there's more. There's more. I'm not done yet. Okay, so this, she had everything wrapped so cute too. I hope the person who I got likes her items. I didn't do such a great job at wrapping, and I saw the wrapping and I'm like, oh my gosh, this was amazing. And I just was trying to make sure everything got there safe and didn't break. So my holiday wrapping wasn't the greatest, so I apologize when you open, if you're watching this, and apologize that my wrapping wasn't the most perfect, but I think the stuff inside made up for it. I hope. Maybe we'll find out. Okay, so look at this super cute box. So this box. It's like a little, you know, gift card box kind of deal. But look at how it opens. Isn't that neat? Ooh, yeah, it's gonna fall out, so I gotta. But I wanted to show you how it opened. Isn't that just a fun, fun box? I love it. I love it. Okay, and I got a Christmas sweater Needleminder. Ah! This is so stinking adorable. And let's see, it is Mad for Minders. I just found Mad for Minders and was looking at a bunch of their stuff. That is so cool. So yes, Mad for Minders. And it feels like it's a really good magnet. So, oh, I love it. Super cute. Okay, then there's this tin. And on the tin it says, "Believe in the magic of Christmas." And inside this tin, Santa Claus floss drops. Ah, they are so cute. Look at that. I'm definitely going to be using that. Definitely. Oh my gosh, these are so cute. And there's more than like 5. There's more than 5. There's a lot of them. I want to say 5, 10, 15, 20 maybe. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to use these. I gotta find a bigger Christmas project to stitch on that I can use more floss. I gotta use those. Okay, and a girl needs her chocolate when she's stitching. So I got some Andy's Peppermint Crunch ones. Those are one of my, I love Andy's, but these are really good. And everything except the project bag came in this super cute box, this Winter Wishes box, and it has Velcro. So, you know, I'm gonna be using that for some storage. So thank you, Crystal. Thank you so much. I am so glad that when I found out about this, I contacted Stacy and said, is there still time we can get in? Because they had already closed, and I was a late comer to a lot of this cross-stitching world. And I thought, oh, I'll ask. And she opened it up for more people to join. So I am so glad that we had that chance to jump in after the deadline was there. So, and I will definitely be doing this again more often. And I'm super, super excited. So hopefully they'll let me back in. Hopefully the one I got for my person was decent enough that they'll let me back in and do it again. And it looks like I'm off to the side talking, doesn't it? There. Well, no, I'm still, I don't know. Remember, new phone, not sure how to do things. And when you're a little bit tired, things are just even harder. So that was Happy Mail. So you saw my whips or my progress. You saw my Happy Mail. I wonder what's left. What else do we have to talk about? I don't know. What else do we have to talk about? Advent boxes! Yes, that's why we're here. Advent. Oh, so it was funny. Last night in the chat, Athena was telling us how when she was watching me go through the stitch markers of the Marauders items, she was yelling at the screen as I'm like, well, here's like a horse. And she's like, no, it's not a horse. It's just funny. So yeah, she was yelling at the screen and she's probably just dying. Like, Janelle. But anywho, okay, let's do Ymir's floss box first, since it's right here on top. Day 8. Day 8, we are back to a regular size envelope for day 8. Are we ready for day 8? Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Hang on, let's see. There we go. There we go. That is, oh, I love a good neutral variegated one. This is called Cinnamon Frost. Yes, it is. Cinnamon Frost. Let's do this again. Oh yeah, right there. That's really good. Ooh, okay. I can't wait to do this one. Ymir, this is a good one. Day 8. Day 8 is my favorite so far. I love it. Day 8. Okay, next. The Harry Potter Knit and Crochet Mystery. And remember, this is the Marauder's Cowl. And I learned the whole idea between what the Marauders was and all that. It was the group of the guys, and they turned themselves into animals. And I'm probably leaving a whole bunch of details out. And Athena's probably yelling at the camera again. Or her phone or whatever she's watching on. She's probably yelling at it and going, it's this. But I do remember Peter Pettigrew, maybe? I do remember him turning into a rat, or him being a rat. So there were pieces that I did remember. I just didn't remember all the details. So yeah, so this is pretty cool. Okay. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, here's our next bag we're gonna open. Here's a refresher. Crayon Snape and Mischief Managed. That's what we have so far. What's gonna be today? What are we gonna open today? Which color, which color, which color? Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. All right. That is pretty true for color there. It's like this green with golds and yellows. It's very autumny. It's like or birch. It's kind of like there's a yellow here that reminds me of yellow birch leaves. Huh. Okay, let's see what the little piece of paper says for this one. Daily Prophet. This is what the Daily Prophet is a wizarding newspaper based in London, England, and its primary source of news for British and Irish wizards. Because of okay, I'm guessing now that not all of everybody at Hogwarts is British. I bet, are the Weasleys Irish? Come on, tell me, are the Weasleys Irish? Why would they put that in there about Irish wizards? There's got to be some Irish wizards in the is it the Weasleys? I don't know. Okay, because of the newspaper's ability to influence the minds of many in the British and Irish wizarding communities, it has been known to print slanted content at the request of the British Ministry of Magic in an effort to publicize the ministry's preferred vision of ongoing events and political agendas. So, there we go. So this is the Daily Prophet. Oh yes, I'm just putting those in there. I'm like, what am I doing with my papers? So here's our colors so far. Okay, so now I'm very, very happy that I'm not knitting them in the order I opened them. Oh my goodness. But yes, super, super pretty, super soft too. Love it. Okay, day 8. Day 8 of the Nice List box. But first, I gotta get my coin out of the safety keeping of the Merry Christmas box. That's where I keep the coin. That's where the coin lives. So we don't lose the coin, because we need to scratch off day 8. Okay, should we find day 8? Let's see. Oh, it's right here. I found day 8. It's very light, but it's in this super silky bag. Okay, should we open it first, or should we read about it first? What should we do? Let's read about it first. Ha! I'm gonna keep you guys in suspense. We are going to scratch. Oh, I'm thirsty. Oh my gosh, I just looked and realized this is 40 minutes. We've done this for 40 minutes already. Okay, I won't make you wait any longer. I was just joking around, but then I saw how long it was, and now I'm like, oh my gosh, now I feel bad. I really did not expect to talk for 40. I seriously thought we were going to be done in 20 minutes today. Maybe the Irish and the British wizards did something in that Daily Prophet yarn to make my clock double the time, and it's really not 40 minutes, it's only 20 minutes, but it looks like it's 40 minutes. I really need my letter so I can get to Hogwarts, so I can get my wand and I can start using magic back. Because I gotta get my magic up to speed. I gotta catch up. All these people know all this magic, do all these tricks at Universal, and I want to do those tricks. I want a wand. I want to go dink and do something, and I just want to go dink and have great coffee. Okay, day 8. This is called a Humbug Device Stand Pillow, curated by the Black Needle Society. We were inspired by Scrooge to send this pillow device stand for its festive name. Okay. All right, so it's a pillow with bag fur. Obviously the bag's shed from the inside. Okay, so you can hear that, I'm sure. I'll stop doing it because it might be irritating too, I don't know. But it feels like it is polyfill, but it's the little round pellet polyfill kind of insulation-y stuff. And so I'm guessing that when let's see. I'm guessing you put it down on the table and then you make a little stand and it'll stay there. It's like it's a baby beanbag chair for your phone. That's what it is. Ah! So I can set this up and I can watch YouTube videos tonight while I stitch and fall asleep. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stitch and fall asleep, but I'm gonna have my Humbug Device Stand Pillow holding my phone up, watching the FlossTube videos. Because I gotta catch up. I gotta watch some on day 7 still, and there's a few people I want to catch up on also. I'm just gonna, this day 8 bag is got stuff. It's like spider web stuff. Oh, yuck. Yeah. Silk strings. Okay. All right. There we go. That's day 8. That's everything. So the only stitching I think I'm going to do tonight is either work on my Grinch hat or the jingle bells, putting those snowflakes in. But we'll have to see what the light looks like for that. And you know what? I might just go to bed. I'm so tired. Oh, and I do have to work at 7 tomorrow morning, so I might just go to bed. I don't know. Maybe I'll go upstairs and stitch a little. Oh, there we go. Day 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you got some good stuff out of it. I know there wasn't so much enabling happening. Ooh, one thing I did do, I did order a bunch of things from Needle Case Designs, Needle Case something out of Iowa from Etsy. I got the email notification that the next part of the Nutcracker Village is coming out. And it's I think it's like a candy store or something like that. So I had pre-ordered them and everything through Needle Case. So I thought, I'll go out there. And instead of paying, so the pattern was like $5. Shipping was going to be $4.50. And I'm like, Okay, I've heard the statement, no pattern travels alone. Well, this totally is true in this case, because if I'm going to pay for shipping, I might as well make it worth it. So I think I ordered 5 or 6 patterns. But yeah, so she's usually pretty quick on shipping those, but I don't know like how soon the Nutcracker one is going to be in. So it might take a little bit for that to come in. So she might wait to ship them all. I don't know. Hold, please. Okay. All right. That was at least three yawns. So that means it's done. It's time. We're out. So Merry Christmas, Merry Flossmas, Merry Happy Hanukkah. I think Hanukkah started. I don't know. Whatever you holiday, whatever you celebrate these holidays, a happy. The Merry Flossmas, Merry StitchMas. Day 8 today, day 9 tomorrow. Maybe I'll have more for you tomorrow. I think I'm trying to think if I have more things coming in the mail. I know I have more things coming, but I don't know like how the shipping notices work for some of those things. So, and I think I ordered something else on Etsy, but I'm not really sure. I can't remember what it is, and my phone is right there, so I can't look it up. So that's what it is. All right. Merry StitchMas, day 8. Sign out Wednesday night. I'll see you Thursday sometime. Take care. See ya.